We on. What's up, gang? Now, I learned I need to cut this up a little bit, and I need to cut this up a little bit. What's up, y'all? We're gonna be mixing today, and if I have time, we'll head over to Twitter. Um, I'll do the intro in a minute. I don't even think I'm set up to do the intro right now. I don't even think I am. Am I? No, I don't even have my YouTube. I don't even have my YouTube app open. So we're gonna mix some stuff. New album on the way. What I've been doing. All right, let's get that out of the way. So the first song we're gonna mix is called Somnambulism. Somnambulism, which means sleepwalking, which is something that I did a lot growing up. So let's get into this.
They ain't see it, they ain't have the vision. Long trips overnight, somnambulism. If you hurting anybody, that's a bad religion. Gotta use your mind to avoid making bad decisions. They ain't see it, they ain't see it, they ain't had a vision. Long trips overnight, somnambulism. If you hurting anybody, that's a bad religion. Gotta use your mind to avoid making bad decisions. Couple more hours and I'm done with this shit. Couple more hours and yeah. My own people tried to end me, so you know I'm great. Carried the betrayal all on my own, I had to shoulder weight. Presidential flow, you think I wrote this in a motorcade? Said all men were equal, they ignoring it for those enslaved. Don't need a chain that's all icy like a frozen lake. I need ice to go leave Minnesota, plus I'm noticing there's no coverage on social media being shown lately. These smartphones are programming us with no cable. Work on my book and read the news from the United Nations. Worst human act, they now saying it's the slave trade. And back here in the States, they are still hating. Separate before you see a cell, that's mitosis, ain't it? Pick up the phone, she don't ignore me and do what I say. Chasing money, even if it try to run away. Adventure time, I say I'm thin, but I'm a dog like Jake. They ain't let us eat at the beginning, so get off my plate. She let the mushrooms finish before she sliced the steak. Slightly pink in the middle, like where I'm diving later. Michigan get crazy in the winter, word to sliding brakes. You never had to go and do a drop. Driving by a lake at almost 1 o'clock where ain't no light, so you can't navigate. John the Baptist almost wound up chilling in the lake. I was bored at the house, hit the interstate. She gon' throw it on the couch like a pillow, pay attention. I can show you how to get 300 in a day. DoorDash, FanDuel, flip it till you straight. Get on Reddit selling verses like a brick of yay. Sold a CD for like 10 out by the Wendy's. Ayy, got my degree, I'm dropping in, I'm getting Frito-Lays. Renovate the place and then I flip it, buying real estate. I don't get the hate. If you look at how it went, you was in the way. I'm protective of my kid, I don't really play. You ain't support them court dates, I'ma think you fake. I'ma get you straight. Food stamps, it was lit, I was not ashamed. She had static with her mama over pocket change. I don't hunger for them kind of games, I'm not a Mockingjay. They ain't see it, they ain't have the vision. Long trips overnight, somnambulism. If you hurting anybody, that's a bad religion. Gotta use your mind to avoid making bad decisions. They ain't see it, they ain't see it, they ain't had a vision. Long trips overnight, somnambulism.
We got the mic back. Hey, the mic is back. So that was Somnambulism. Um, Little bright. The mic I recorded that on is a little bit bright. So we're gonna be working on that. Let me see here. What's one that I really wanted to work on? We can do this one. Audio's gonna cut out as soon as I get in here, so yeah, let's work on
need you close to me, but you don't have to go. Right here is where you're supposed to be. Never let you go. Too blessed to argue with ignorance. They deflect cause they won't admit what they really did. You always the one that they text and heat and needing to vent. They don't get it, you show up for them like you got season tickets. Open your message, always miss when you send a pic. Your body heaven, your history kinda devilish. Back in high school, listening to Evanescence. We ain't know where we were headed, we just knew we were together. Order pot pies, I know I need to quit it. Truly getting to the chicken when I land, still I think of you. You say that you don't want a man, look, that isn't true. These dudes just don't understand how to listen to you. Tired of texting every day, feel like an interview. She just wanna lay up in bed, alarms hit the snooze. Bed, alarms hit the snooze. Just wanna lay up like a finger roll into a hoop. My fingers grip your curves like the road till you finish. Clueless men had your patience spread thin, but that isn't new. The patriarchy playing smart, but they really fools. Separation can be hard when they live with you. Can be hard. Tired of texting every day, feel like an interview. She just wanna lay up in bed, alarms hit the snooze. Just wanna lay up like a finger roll into a hoop. My fingers grip your curves like the road till you finish. Clueless men had your patience spread thin, but that isn't new. The patriarchy playing smart, but they really fools. Separation can be hard when they live with you, especially when they masters at the art of acting pitiful. Sick of all the ridicule. U-Haul, you finna move, done with home, feeling like a war when you didn't shoot. Steak dinner, stock trades later in the evening. Still remember buying ramen, trying to find the seasoning. You never settle, feeling like a war when you didn't shoot. Steak dinner, stock trades later in the evening. Still remember buying ramen, trying to find the seasoning. You never settle for less. I pull up after 3 and put your legs over your head, then put you back to sleep. The way we living, full of bliss, feeling like a dream. Had to go and flip the script, get it. Different scene. I don't.
All right. I feel like this fan is too loud, probably, for this air conditioner. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. See, this is why I need to memorize all the controls on this thing before I get on this mug. That's not the one I want. All right. So, all right, we're over on Twitter. Let me cut this off. All right, it's been cut off. Let's see. I don't really want that. That would be cool if that disappeared, but oh, okay, that's how you do that. I wonder how to make that disappear. Let's see. What do I have up here? I have Prism. Okay. New Dave East. I won't play that because I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm hearing they're choosing sides over there. Hip hop is always interesting because there's these moments of competition, and a lot like the fights that you see on the playground, or a lot of the fights that you see. It ends up being, it gets out of control. So I'm hearing 38 Special. This isn't something that I super mega paid attention to, because there's always back and forths in hip hop. But yeah, it's looking like it's starting to get a little bit more serious now. So people are picking sides. That's what they do. Jason Momoa as Blanca. Now I gotta hope that I don't get a copyright strike, but I would like to check out this Street Fighter trailer. What y'all think? You think? Well, you know what? I can cut it out. If I end up getting a copyright strike, so let's. All right, let's see how it is.
Ryu, I know what you're capable of. Show me. Let's go!
I'm not gonna lie, that looks crazy. That looks crazy. And I know I had this file as a music stream, so we got to get back to music. But that looks crazy. That looks crazy. Wow.
Stop! I do not wish to fight you. Then you die. Okay? I want you. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
That one actually looks all right. I'm surprised. Discipline is the art of not betraying yourself. Agreed. Let's cut that sound out so I don't get a copyright strike. Man. Discipline is the art of not betraying yourself. Sometimes life feels like this, y'all. Sometimes life feels like this. Like you are on a path and you're walking and things seem clear. And when you look around, it's nothing but fire and destruction. And they say, when you feel like you're in hell, you don't stop. So anybody watching right now, man, if you feel like you notice some stuff, shout out to my people who have pattern recognition. If you feel like you notice some stuff, and when you speak on it, nobody else does. I feel like that about the music industry all the time. All these people passing away in the music industry. I feel that way when I watch hip hop media. Hip hop media talk about right now them running with this Draco story. Now that more details have come out, and watching these people use it as like some of the stuff Trap Lord Ross is doing, taking lyrics from songs and creating almost like fan fiction. What Flacco was doing, fan fiction on artists who are expressing themselves in an art form and trying to actually get them locked up, you know. And the final thing I noticed this about is mainstream America, 60 years after segregation, doubling down on the hatred, doubling down on the corruption, doubling down on the hatred of black males. It's easy to feel like you notice something. I used to call them paradoxes. Just because you are the only person to notice something, just because you feel like something is wrong or something is off. Man, American society has a lot of freedoms, a lot of amazing opportunities, but the culture can be kind of hateful. Get on TikTok, get on social media. There's a lot of older people withholding knowledge from young people, and it's normal. So that's just to say, man, if life sometimes feels like this and you feel like you are walking through fire, rest if you need to. Keep going. Keep going. Because you know where you're at is not where you want to be. So it must be ahead of you. That's how I see it. Let's see. Let's see what this says. Just a friendly reminder that Sarah Connor was committed to a psychiatric institution after attempting to destroy AI data centers, a decision made because authorities believe her warnings about the future were the result of delusions. Watch out, man. They'll try to put that word on you. That crazy word. Oh, yeah, I always found this funny. I don't want to get a copyright strike. That was grooving as like, look at that. Look at that. Look what they doing. They was grooving in that mug. You see that? Hey. Before I get on next time, I got to make sure I get my MP3 player type situation situating so I can just play music whenever. I wonder if I can get the, let me see. Oh, I can. Okay. So we can go back to screensaver. So we're on screensaver right now. And then I can, in theory, I can open up my YouTube, right? We're on screensaver, right? So are we still on screensaver? Yeah, we're still on screensaver. Okay. We'll kick it on screensaver for a minute. Let me get my YouTube up and running. We might be able to run the intro of this giant. Let me get my YouTube up and running. I don't really have any videos, though, that I really, really, really wanted to watch. But this is a music stream, so. Oh, dang, I gotta change the cover of this. For real. All right, so. Oh, so that's it. So now we're off. Are we off that now? Okay, so that was the screensaver button. I'm learning. Okay. All right, let's get into the show a little bit. I mean, shoot, why not? Head over to YouTube. Yeah, man, let's get it. Let me cut this off.
Yeah.
Young Core.
Plane to the lighthouse, enough food for the month, plus a couple ounces. We gon' chill here for a while I write the album. Hearing voices from below, like the underground. Was in the office miserable, I just wanted out. Seemed like no one understood what I was talking about. Had two women ask for marriage, had to tuck a smile. Run from saying sorry, how can I trust you walking down the aisle? The rap game, it's been changing, it's kinda wild. The fake Christ stole the light from a bunch of aisles. She hit my IG and she wonder when I'm coming round. Acting like I'm Kris Kringle when I come to town. Haven't slept on double G cups in a while. Double D's and these E's, it's okay for now. I hate the ones who say they love me, try to take me down. Honestly, some nights it's tough believing that we made it out. Plane to the lighthouse. To the plane, to the lighthouse. We gon' shine when it's light out. We gon' shine when the lights out. Drop a whole album, don't talk about nothing decent. It's just money and women you paying to try to sleep with. It's crazy how people switch up, they trading quick as AD from the Lakers. It's crazy how they be saying they knowin' Jesus. Rappers is narcissistic, it's always about them. Bragging about dogging a chick, next song you callin' a twin. America blocked TikTok, really thought it was it. They later they saying shout out to Trump when we logging in the garden. The snake you play with emotions like violins. My homegirl, she was froze when she thought what her father did. I told her stay in in the moment, just focus on locking in. She beautiful, but she struggled with problems with loving men. Sometimes she wanna destroy all of us and be done with it. I'm thumbing through text, hoping this bag I don't fumble it. I had $21 and flipped it to 160. You texting me, come and get me. I'm off in another city, I know. Plan for this, prayed up, close my hands for this. Waiting up, calling you ain't answer it. So I don't wanna see you when the bands come in. Stayed up hoping hard, waiting on the bag and then like I'm throwing a poker ball, better believe I'm catching it. I don't wanna die average. Me, I gotta reach these heights. Can't trust my family. No, you ain't treat me right. I don't want my path to switched up. I walked into this light. The old me disappeared. I'ma see you on the other side. Where's you out all these pages? You're not in my book of life. My story darker when it's red, like the blood of Christ. I left my charger at the crib, I had to go back inside. I finally saw through all of it, all through your bad disguise. I'm so glad I did not end up taking your advice. Can't go back and act like what you did, that it was right. Count the rest and then go back and split it with the guys. Laughing at the fact I finally did it, I was right. I'm so glad I did not end up taking your advice. Can't go back and act like what you did, that it was right. Count the rest and then go back and split it with the guys. Laughing at the fact I finally did it. I was up all night. 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 Left the club to a blood sunrise. I was up all night. I was up all night. Cause I was up all night. For the love, I was up all night. All night. For the funds, I was up all night. Yeah, hey, check. I was up all night. Left the club to a blood sunrise. Cause I was up all night. For the love, I was up all night. For the funds, I was up. Finally working on something.
Yo. What is up? All right, we stopped by Twitter. I labeled this as a music stream, so we're not gonna jibba jabba too much. I probably should have thought of more music to have queued up. That rhymed. I've been doing this since I was a poo putt. People act like they knew, but they knew what? Man, I got the flow underwater like a scuba. They switched up on me. Man, they trade like Judas. Who knave no bleak. Rapping through your screen. Magic with the lyrics like I'm rapping with a genie. Freestyle, you hear it. I don't really got no pen. This is straight coming from within. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, look, I always said this is one of my favorite parts of the stream. It's like when you're driving and you on the road and there's no cars in front of you and no cars behind you. You know what I mean? For those of y'all who don't know me, I go by Nave No Bleak, a.k.a. Jedi Jackson, a.k.a. Lonnie Lincoln. I come from Jackson, Michigan. I started rapping in 2009, dropped a mixtape, and with a DJ from my city. Really, it was a tape called Supervillains with the homie, and we put that out first. But I dropped that mixtape, got like 1,000 downloads, and then just kept going. Eventually, started a label called Get Up Music. Went to college, did radio, signed some artists on some like verbal stuff. I wasn't doing contracts back then. We ran it up, met some famous people, performed a lot, started getting calls from labels offering me trips to Atlanta. Did get signed twice, indie deals, grabbed all their contacts, They called me up, started going to industry events, talking to execs from different companies. Didn't like what I saw. Had my son move back to Jackson, link my label with a nonprofit for consulting purposes, and we've been rocking out. It's really been awesome to be able to be in my son's life and make music, and I really want everybody listening to know that you have a gift. God gave you something awesome that you could do. You have a natural ability, and if you do it, you will find that it helps people, and you can make buku money off it. The first time that I ever made, this is back in the day, but the first time I made like a couple bands and like less than some hours, music, man, doing shows. Consulting was the way. You can go look up my book, The Rap Bible, right now. It is a how-to guide on how to rap, how to market your music, all that stuff. I'll be coming back and promoting these. These are kind of just, I don't know why I do these. I kind of do these because I find it fun, I guess. But yeah, anywhere you're listening, if you're working, when you get some time, check to see like, yo, what do I actually like to do? Do I like to rap? Do I like to draw? Do I like to paint? Do I like to whatever? And I say go for it. You know what I mean? The world needs art from your perspective. That's my commercial. You know what I mean? Shout out to 1000 Winters Media and all the writers out there, man. All the painters, everybody. All right, let's get into a little bit more music. I want to try to play a Ransom video, but they are copyright striking, so I want to be careful. All right, so let's go.
With Walmart's back-to-school must-haves, even their locker can be as big as their vibe.
Walmart? You know it.
Hey, we gotta have an honest conversation about this if we gonna move forward. You gotta stop hating. You know you've been hating. You gotta cut that out. Back on the west, I turned 9 into 70. Drinking again, cause my life, it was heavy. We don't got no problems, I don't got no enemy. Shots for my problems, to chase it with Hennessy. Only see what I wish you perceive. Better for me if you see me as weak. I'm up in van, but she sleepy at 3. She rubbing the lamp like a genie release. Mafia like Genovese, you see. So you gotta watch how you speaking to me. Killing my ego, I'm seeing it bleed. Still wanna text her, she should be with me. I was the one with impossible dreams. I had to fight like I'm Rocky to reach. Night I would cry out to God in my sleep. Like, is this really all you want me to be? Hey, no, you gotta make that right. No, you gotta make that right. No, you gotta make that right. I cannot sleep last night. No, you gotta make that right. No, I gotta make that right. This life is never really. No, you gotta make that right. No, you gotta make that right. No, you gotta make that right. Rolling up a forest, I cannot sleep last night. So I gotta make that right. So I gotta make that right. Did my dirt, I was solo, ain't spoke about it. Tables turn like a wheel with a spoke that wobble. When they did, they gon' say they was joking about it. Take the guap, judo, flip it, I know karate. Labels plotting nefariously for artists. Watch what you share if it's people watching. Coffee spilled, you get left bleeding through the carpet. We evolve like Pokemon reading Darwin. I don't want her if she with another artist. Left her bra in the car when I drop her off. Her way of attempting to stay in thought. Shoot her shot like she Angel or Caitlin Clark. At the bar till they pay me and then I'm gone. Temptation, but still I'm a rolling stone. Fight my demons like calling the Holy Ghost. They don't see it, you gotta just go alone. This life is never really what you thought it would be. Admit, I guess I thought that you were always with me. Was rolling up a forest, I was lost in the trees. I guess they never tell you what the cost it would be.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna try this, and if this works, I will be trying to feature more videos on some like MTV Raps type vibes. So we'll see. I really want to shed some light on some of the writers that I respect. So this is Ransom, Overnight Success. Hold on, let me not even disrespect like that.
Yeah, these niggas swear they created a lane. Soul sample spitting bars that relates to the pain. 60 bars with no hooks, I was breaking the chains. They laughed at me, I stood firm, I was staking my claim. Put in this groundwork before you can make you a name. Spit all this dope shit for years and they take it in vain. But all those dark nights did was awaken the bane. Fathered your style, now y'all niggas got faith in this game. I wonder, how did they make it through the summer? When niggas won the lottery with someone else's number. You should've let me slumber, but I have awoken right out the tundra. Wrote the Bible to this game, now it's time to white out the blunders. Few testaments, I wrote this new exodus. Scripture by scripture, picture, this is true excellence. Can't leave it up to God, cause I'm a true pessimist. This shit was dead and gone till this nigga blew breath in it.
The God scheme is crazy. Did y'all catch that? I don't know if y'all catch that. Look, other people who are covering it. Oh yeah, no copyright infringement is intended. This is for analysis purposes and education purposes only. I need to make sure I put that hold on. I need to make sure I put that in my playlist. I need to make sure I put that mug in my playlist. But look, we talking schemes. They talking gossip. They talking all this other stuff. We talking about the writing. Yo, breaking news on overnight success. Ransom, amazing God scheme. Amazing scheme on God. That's what we need to announce. I'm gonna rewind that. Because people need to pay attention. Yo, this is what you're supposed to be doing with hip hop. We ain't supposed to be running around doing all this other stuff. We supposed to be walking in the footsteps of the Langstons, walking in the footsteps of the great authors. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like. So I want to
white out the blunders, few testaments. I wrote when niggas won the lottery with someone else's number. You should've let me slumber, but I have awoken right out the tundra. Wrote the Bible to this game, now it's time to white out the blunders. Few testaments, I wrote this new exodus. Scripture by scripture, picture, this is true excellence. Can't leave it up to God, cause I'm a true pessimist. This shit was dead and gone till this nigga blew breath in it. That's definite. Yeah, there's no success overnight, but if you feeling blessed, roll a dice. You best know the price. I'm just trying to prep for the lights. It took me years to get success overnight. Respect, no advice. This hard in my chest, cold as ice. Get second place to the next, overhyped. Connect your device and listen to the best, flow precise. It took me years to get success overnight. Success overnight.
We're not gonna play the whole joint. I really don't want to get a copyright strike. I super don't want to get a copyright strike. So all right, so this is a music stream. I don't think I have any other music that I want to play. Not for a music show. All right, so yeah, we'll let's see. Should I play some footage of Drake editing views? I feel like that'll get me a copyright strike. I felt this is a good music episode. We'll end it on that. Shout out to Ransom. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back with that. You know what I mean?